Can you hear that? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of To The Table, the podcast about everything and nothing all at the same time. It is Tuesday, the 21st, 2017. We're in Spokane, Washington, and it is 35 degrees outside. My name is Samuel Patrick, and here's my co-host, Casey Green.
How you doing, everybody?
They can't hear you. Again.
Again, voices in my head. Actually, we do have a friend in the audience today. The Not Peanut Gallery, apparently.
He doesn't have a microphone, so he can't talk very much. Bryce, do you want to say hello?
Hey, guys.
That's Bryce.
How you doing, Bryce?
He's just going to listen in for fun.
Good times.
The song that you guys just heard was City of Angels by The Head and the Heart from their album Signs of Light. It's out now. Go pick it up, listen to it. It's fun. It's awesome. It's amazing. Excuse me.
And it was amazing live.
Yes, Casey and I went and saw them back in October and snuck in a lot of whiskey
Oh, yeah.
and got real drunk.
It was a fun night.
It was a great night.
And we got to meet was that the lead singer from the
opener band.
The opening band, yeah.
Matthew something or other. He did a spoken word poem and then sang a bunch of his original songs with just him and acoustic guitar, and it was
and drunk Sam's like laser vision like tracked him down the back of the audience at the very end of the show, and it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was canned at that point in time.
It was,
If you guys were wondering what last week's song was, it was You Know It by Colony House off their album Only Lonely. I apologize, I forgot to mention that last week. To this episode on To The Table, we have Casey poking a hole in his face. Trump is using a phone from the Stone Age, and you guys find out if we like tequila. Hey, Casey, I've been meaning to ask you about this. Why do I keep on smelling cake? Because you told me you don't bake, but I smell cake like in the bathroom and in the kitchen.
Yeah. So I'm kind of cheap sometimes, and I buy a lot of things on Amazon, which means you can't.
I thought you don't like cake though.
Oh no, I hate. So it's kind of frustrating. I'm not a huge baked goods fan of any sort, except for when I'm the baked goods. Anyway, basically, I bought some tanning lotion.
I'm sorry, Bryce just got that. I started laughing. I look over and he was just like, "What?"
Distracted
so
audience.
You're not a fan of.
Not a fan of baked goods.
Okay.
Tanning. Yeah, I bought some tanning lotion off of Amazon.
How much did it cost?
I go tanning. It was like $16, but normally a bottle of tanning lotion for tanning beds is like $30 or more for a bottle.
How much does it cost to get a one tan bed?
1 month
scan?
member.
What does he call that?
A monthly member. Wait, the
tanning
lotion.
bed. Like
bed. Okay.
What is it called? Oh, how much does it cost?
It's like a monthly membership. A monthly membership's like $20.
Okay, that's not bad.
And then like a bottle of the lotion that you have to put on beforehand is like $30 normally, but on Amazon it's cheaper. And basically,
wait, I think I vaguely remember getting a different version to begin with, and something happened to you. Didn't your skin like turn bright red, and you kind of felt like you were on fire for a while?
Are you talking about the one that made me super sick?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so I probably should have figured it out the first time I ever bought tanning lotion off of Amazon. Basically, I tried it and it smelled kind of metallic, and it like made me like not sleep well and just feel absolutely miserable.
Little do you know there's uranium inside.
I mean, it honestly, it kind of had like a leady thing going on.
Uranium is? You know what uranium is? Uranium isn't bad stuff. Let me tell you, man.
Maybe you should take it out of the drinking water in Flint, Michigan. But the EPA is almost gone. Anyway.
Burn!
So
you got tanning lotion.
Lotion.
It's cake scented?
Apparently,
it's
called Splurge. And it came in a a fucking bright, sparkly purple bottle.
So you rubbed Splurge all over your body.
Yeah, and it smells like cake.
At least it does smell like pancake batter.
It's very true.
Oh
I would be real worried.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, we're not going to tell you. Just next time you're making pancakes or have the ability to grab some pancake batter, just smell it. And then tell us what you think about it. Okay, so that's why it smells like cake in this house.
That's why I smell like cake batter. Yeah. It's yeah.
Man, you can go through some
Basically
changes.
bathing
So
in
you,
it.
oh God. So you're rubbing splooge on yourself, getting tan.
Splurge. There's
Splurge.
an R.
Oh,
Thank you.
As
Thank
if that
you.
makes that big of a difference. Okay,
Well,
so
even the scent is a little bit different. I mean, cake batter versus pancake batters, you know.
okay, so you're going to do some changes, or you're doing some changes. You're getting tan. You did something. I mentioned earlier that Casey pokes a hole in his face.
I poked another hole in my face. So I
He's
have
already got several.
I've gone.
We got 2
I've got 3 piercings total.
now.
Yeah,
Okay.
an ear, a lip, and I just did my nose myself. And I had the earring done professionally, and then I've pierced my lip like 3 times, and I've done it myself every time.
Excuse me.
And yeah, I decided last night it was officially time to get a nose ring, and
It looks great. Like it's. Did you actually turn it and close it a little bit more today?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah,
it looks
I
it looks
closed
good.
the bend a little bit.
It actually looks like it was done by a professional. I deserve the credit because I drew the dot where it was going to pierce himself.
You picked where it was going to go.
At first, he had it super high up. I'm like, the ring's not going to go that far.
Yeah, I was
man.
gonna say I would have had like a really awkwardly oval shaped nose ring,
Like a teardrop.
pinched together. Though I have
Like
to
just
say,
stapled to his head.
I think the funniest part about the whole process, like, yeah, you know, whatever, I shoved a hole in my face and it was bloody and whatnot. But
NBD.
I asked Sam, it's like, all right, you know, can you find the spot for the hole? So he finds it, and I'm in the bathroom, and I think this is when we had the conversation. It was like, he's out in the living room, and he's like, all right, if you need anything really badly, let me know, and I can help out, but I don't want to like blood. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be involved.
I don't want to see a gushing bloody hole from Casey's head.
All right. And so I'm sitting in there, and I've shoved the needle through the nose hole, and I've got a chunk of ice that I've basically shattered. Like, basically all Sam hears is an ice cube that has just been beaten on the counter until it's in shards small enough to shove up my nose. Yeah, so there's a shard of ice cube up my nose. And then he just hears me laughing my ass off because I've shoved the needle through the nostril into the ice cube, and it got stuck.
Oh.
So basically, I had to yank the needle out of an ice cube as it had like kind of frozen itself inside of it.
Oh, and you had nothing in your nose yet. It was just needle.
Just the ice cube shoved up there. So part of the laughing was trying to get the needle out, and then the other part of the laughing was the fact that I realized I had a chunk of fucking ice cube that had froze to the inside of my nostril.
Oh, no shit. Damn, you
And
had
so
an experience.
I was bleeding, and I had a chunk of ice stuffed up my nose.
Holy shit.
And so I've got one nostril plugged, and I'm trying to blow it out. And I just didn't stop laughing.
Jesus, that sounds really painful.
Well, you heard it from the living room.
Oh yeah, it was on my Snapchat for a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Sitting there, and I heard you laughing, and I said something along the lines. I think I said, is the needle in?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah. And I'm like, can you get the hoop in? And you said something along the lines like, well, that's where an issue is arising.
No, yeah, the hoop was the problem. I got the hoop was a little bit too curved, but I did actually get the stud in.
Oh, that's right. You got the stud
so
in
I put
first.
the stud in to kind of hold things up for a minute. So the, fact that I looked like I got punched in the face and was bleeding out kind of slowed down for a minute. But it was a good experience.
It looks great. I think it suits you. You've never had your nose pierced before?
No, I haven't.
Cool. Well, we will make sure to post a picture of it on our Instagram so they
All
can
right.
see what you look like now.
We'll do that. Just post a picture of my nose with
We should
a hole in it.
We should post that picture where you're all bloody and everything, like a before and after
Dude,
shot.
I actually should have taken a better one because I had it like from nose to chin hair. But yeah, we'll post that one.
Cool. Okay, so Casey pierced his nose and got tanning lotion this last week. Okay, my free time now, right?
Yeah, it's all you.
So, this last week, but the week before that, I was trying to get a group together to go bowling, and we were planning on going on a Friday evening. And Casey was one of the guys I invited, and we were planning on going Friday. This is a really quick story, by the way.
Friday night.
Friday night, and we ended up not going, but on Thursday, the day prior, I got real high. I got ripped. I like to call it getting domed because you you know, you get domed, you're high. Yeah,
Domed right now.
just super domed. I'm pretty domed right now. Anyway, it's like what time? It was probably 1 o'clock in the morning
When I was talking to you?
when you asked me. Yeah.
No, because it was the middle of the week, so it had only been like 9 o'clock.
Okay, so I was just really fucking high then.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it was dark, but
So
nobody really counts
basically,
after
I
that.
come into the kitchen after just sitting in my room reading Star Wars and laying in a hammock and smoking weed.
Yes.
So I'm super high, and I have one thing on my mind is I want some popcorn. So, like, that is my dead set goal. So I come into the...
Munchies.
Oh, God, yeah. So I walk into the kitchen, and Casey comes out of fucking nowhere and surprises me and just asks me, what time is Friday? And usually a sober thought you'd think, oh, he's wondering about bowling because we've been talking about it the past week. But my stone shitless mind took it so much deeper than I should have thought it was. And I was like, what? Well, I guess technically it's at midnight. And as soon as he asked me, I flipped over and looked over the microwave thinking what time it was right now. And I was like, well, what? And I looked at him and I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What time is Friday? I think it's just midnight. I felt like I was being like questioned a riddle.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was being quizzed. He's like, "Why? What? I mean, what time is Friday?
What is Friday?
This is like a really deep philosophical question."
Oh, I was so confused. And then once I realized what it was, he realized that I was super stoned and confused, and I realized what he was talking about at the same time, and we died laughing for a good fucking 6 minutes straight. God, that was so fucking funny to me.
And it was one of those things where you had to be there, but if you smoke enough weed, actually ask yourself that
Just
question.
think about it, like, seriously, next time you're really high, which I know people that listen to this are high.
With no context.
With
That's
no-
very
just
important, by the
just
way.
ask yourself, what time is Friday? What's the first thing that fucking pops in your head? It's not going to be like, oh, it's bowling. It's like 12 o'clock. You think that would be the answer to the riddle, but he's like, no, what time is bowling? You're like, what the fuck? Bowling has nothing to do. Oh, it's on Friday.
Bowling is on Friday, but bowling was also on Thursday that week, too.
What?
No, wait. Or wait. No, remember you had work. You had work bowling.
No, oh, that was on the following Sunday.
Or okay, and then it switched to Saturday, and then okay, never mind. Would have had 2 days
For
in a row
people that
of bowling.
don't give a shit about this, I was going to go bowling twice in 1 week, but I ended up not because I was too high to think about anything. Okay, so now we're moving on to our next segment, movie review. It's my turn this week, and I recently rewatched a cult classic.
Yeah, that's a great word for it.
It is called The Human Centipede 2 Full Sequence.
Did you say rewatched?
Yes.
Have you? So you've seen it
I've
twice
seen it
now.
twice now. I didn't watch it nearly as much as last time, but the first time I watched it with intent.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Yeah, you think why would someone want to watch this twice?
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Let's just carry on.
Okay,
Let's
literally,
go.
it's literally so bad. It's one of those horror movies that you can watch for like a goof, you know? Mm-hmm. But this one is fucked up. So
Yeah.
for anybody that listened last week, we have a beer rating system for movies. The lower the beer, the better the movie is. Meaning that you only need 2 beers to enjoy a movie. It's pretty good.
1 to 10 is sort of our standard. That's the basic for a normal kind of film. Mm-hmm. 1 being it was a good film. All you needed was 1 beer to enjoy yourself. 10 being you needed 10 beers just to be able to sit through the thing.
Yeah. Blackout is what I'm going to call this one.
All right. So
This is off the charts, absolutely terrible, so stupid, so just fucked up in any way, sense, or form you can think of.
So
Not even
basically-
past like the oh that would suck fucked up. That's like the oh my god, why am I continuing to watch this?
So you watched it
Fucked up.
twice, and yet you wanted to black out and just not remember it the second time.
Yeah. Okay. So let me read you. I looked up a little bit about the Human Centipede.
All right.
2 Full Sequence came out. It came out in 2011. It was written and directed by a Dutch filmmaker named Tom Six. Excuse me. It was originally released in the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, and America. It was banned in the United Kingdom and Australia and New Zealand until they made over 30 cuts to the scenes. Oh, after that was made, it was re-released in Australia and the United Kingdom. Still to this day, it is not available to be viewed in New Zealand.
Wow.
That's how fucked up. Let me just read you a little piece from this. And I'm going to try to not talk. Okay, it's basically the concept of human centipede is you tie people together ass to mouth, you stitch them together ass to mouth, make them a human centipede.
Isn't there a South Park episode about that?
Yes, there is.
All right.
So there's 3 movies. The first movie had 3 people. This one has technically 12. 2 of them die, so there's 10 people. And apparently I haven't seen the third one yet, but apparently there's 100 people in the third one. They like go into a prison.
There's a third one?
Yeah.
Apparently there is a third one. It's on Netflix, and like
There's
it's
enough twisted people in the world to make 3 of those movies.
well, they like drug the people, and then they wake up stitched with their ass and mouth sewed to someone.
Yeah, they didn't do that to the audience though, did they?
Oh no! Oh, I understand what you're saying. No, but literally, like it's on. They like go into a prison and drug the inmates
All
and
right.
make a. Anyway, so let me read you a little piece right here. Let's see here. Where is it? He then injects each victim with a syringe of laxative, forcing each of them to explosively evacuate the bowels into the mouths of the person behind them. After pausing, he wraps his genitals in barbed wire and basically has his way with the girl at the end of the centipede. And then there's like a scene where this pregnant woman escapes and has her baby in the car, and the baby's like falls underneath the pedal as she like speeds up, and she crushes the baby's head. Like it's not just like fucked up in a horror movie, it's fucked up.
Wow, I'm already like
Speechless.
traumatized
Yeah,
just
seriously.
from hearing the review.
It's
So
you need to be either really, really fucked up in the head or blacked out drunk to enjoy that movie.
I would imagine so. Okay, so the rating system has to be enjoy the movie, not just sit through it. All right,
Exactly.
I like
All right.
this. So that actually kind of reminds me. I feel like maybe I guess it would be my turn to watch the next movie. And Tusk. You've heard of the movie Tusk, right?
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Do you have a little? Because I haven't seen it
So
yet.
basically, what happens is this gentleman. Who's the main character?
This is the guy that's in the movie Accepted. He plays the stoner dude on Strange Wilderness that tattoos the eyeballs on his eyes.
Yes.
I forget his name, but he's been in a lot of decent movies, and he did this shit in 2004.
Justin Long.
Justin Long.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Justin Long's one of the main characters. Michael Parks, if you're aware of who he is the other main. Basically, Justin Long answers a Craigslist ad to go. I don't remember what it was for. It's not super important because answers a Craigslist ad for companionship
It probably
of some
wasn't
sort.
being turned into a walrus.
Well, yeah. Basically, I think
Would you respond to it in a Craigslist ad?
he hangs out with him a little bit. I assume he gets like drugged, and then basically he gets turned into a walrus through some pretty gnarly surgeries and
with tusks. Like I saw
tusks
and just still image of
some
him.
really fucked up stuff. We're not going to get too far into it because we'll save that up for next week.
All right.
Or I might just not be able to handle it, and we'll find something less sketchy.
You should watch
'cause-
maybe not a horror movie.
Well, if I watch it, I'm gonna have to wait till next Saturday because I'll probably have to black out for that one. Too. Actually, that's what happened the first time I watched it. I fell asleep on the couch.
Moving on to the news.
The news.
Casey, what do you got for us?
All right, so we have a face plunger. Somebody
Wait,
made
excuse me?
a face plunger. I know, right? So
Okay,
I just
why is this for
there,
like sex?
there actually is a reason for it. You know, that was my first thought too. I mean, you could use it for other
Yeah,
things because
pump
it
my
would fit your
stomach,
face.
woman.
It could fit other things.
You'd use it on someone's rectum, I bet.
It's not a
If you're
penis
really-
pump. It's a face plunger.
I said rectum. If someone was really backed up, I bet you they could use it.
Yeah, are you familiar with the term pink sock?
Oh God.
I feel like that might be a possibility. Anyway,
Okay,
this
give
is
us the details about this.
completely on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Murray.
It's actually to assist people that are choking.
it's like a replacement for CPR.
Yeah, it's based. Oh, not CPR, but the Heimlich maneuver.
Heimlich,
So
okay,
basically,
my bad.
you shove it on their face, you squish it down, and you yank out, and it actually forces a little bit of air in, and then it pulls whatever is blocking the airway
Yeah.
and sucks it out.
How do you know like how big it is?
It's pretty tiny. It's probably like a quarter or a fifth of the size of a standard plunger. It's like the accordion style plunger, and it's got like a little face mask on it.
Oh, cool. I was wondering, did it have like lips on the end of it or something to like connect with yours or?
Again, not a sex toy. It's
Man, Rule 34.
has nothing to do with medical hardware. Well, I guess
Technically,
there's
Rule
probably
34, I was
something
gonna
that would
say.
have to do with medical hardware in that. Rule 34. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Don't do it at work.
Or if you're really
on the
bored
work
and you
computer,
if you work at
excuse
Smart
me.
Smoke and you're really bored. Anyway.
God, I hope somebody heard that.
Yeah.
All right.
Murray has another
So
one of your socks.
no, whatever.
Murray.
I just feed him socks.
Apparently.
The cat actually steals them and then gives them to the
Yeah.
dog. So, we have another one right here. The Icelandic president apparently at least wishes that he could ban pineapple from being a topping on pizza.
Is this something that he's actually putting towards the cabinet, or is he like?
No,
Is this something that
it's-
his opinion is?
It's a deeply embedded opinion of his from what I've read. But you know, it has been a big deal on the internet lately.
Do you eat pineapple on pizza?
You know, I can honestly say that I've never encountered a pizza topping that I didn't like.
So you would eat.
Yeah, I'll even
So,
eat. I
Thank you
I
all for
even do
listening. This will be
anchovies.
the end of this podcast right here and now. Because fuck people that eat fucking pineapple on pizza. It's fucking barbaric, man.
I didn't say I was a fan of it particularly. I just said, well, actually, no, I did say I was a fan of it.
Yeah.
I just love everything pizza
Bryce,
related.
would you eat pineapple on pizza?
I don't like pineapple.
Thank you. Man, women must hate you.
Oh wow, that was a
Okay.
deep reference.
In correlation to this whole pineapple on pizza, so in Sweden, you know what their pineapple on pizza is? Banana. They actually slice up banana and put it on pizza with cheese and everything, like regular cheese pizza with banana.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, what the actual hell, man?
Like, at least we can all get on the same fucking boat with that. I don't think like hot mushy banana on top of your
that's
cheese
so
and tomato
gross.
sauce just doesn't sound very good.
Melted banana. Excuse me.
Like,
All right. So we're done talking about Icelandic pizza now. All right. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but if you are a Pokemon goer, as I am and Casey kind of is, 80 new Pokemon from Gen 2 have been released along with new items that help you evolve different Pokemon, and there's different berries out there as well. I have a list of them right here. So we got the Nanab Berry. It slows the Pokemon down. It prevents them from running away easier. Then there's the Peanut Berry, which if you catch the Pokemon, you get more candies for when you catch it, which helps you evolve and things like that. You remember the whole when you would catch an Eevee, you could type in a certain name and it could evolve into whatever Eevee you named
I
it?
most definitely do.
Okay, so
Rainier in particular.
Rainier, Pyro, and I forgot what the E one was. Sparky.
Sparky, yes.
Sparky. And so there's two new Eevee evolutions that have come out. And the two names for them are Sakura and Tamao. Tamao.
Do you have to type those in, or
Yeah,
are
so
they?
you rename them.
Oh, okay.
And then once you evolve them, I tested it out the other day. It actually works.
Nice. So for like 3 weeks it'll work. So I better do it now if I
I was
actually
going to
want
say,
one.
yeah, before they switch the patch again.
Good
Okay,
to know.
so there's the Eevee. There's evolutions, new evolutions of the original 150. So like Onyx, you can now evolve into Steelix if you have the correct item for it and enough candies. Same with Porygon, Gloom, Seadra, and Poliwhirl. There's different, and Slowbro actually has one too. Slowpoke turns into Slow King instead of Slowbro if you have this certain item to evolve with it. So it's actually getting pretty crazy. I'm really stoked about it.
Nice.
I've already caught, let's see, I think my Pokédex is now up to 213. I'm going ham on that shit, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, did you take the sock from the dog and put it on the table? Or has this
Yeah.
just been here the whole time?
no, I took the dog. I took it from the dog and
Because
gave
it was like,
put it
it's
to the
kind
table.
of wet.
Why is there a wet sock on our table?
All right.
only from to the table do you get wet socks.
What'd you bring to the table today, Casey? I brought a wet sock. It's actually not water. Anyway,
Oh no, dude, that's
so
a small
for-
sock.
for the just a low top sock, you guys. Come on. So for those of you that might have just been kind of bored out of your minds for just a minute, we're gonna go to at least something like semi-local and pretty interesting. Due to all the rain recently, there was actually a sinkhole in Seattle. Looks like it happened.
It wasn't too long ago.
No, it was on the 20th. So 2 days, or what?
Yesterday.
Oh, what? Yesterday, excuse me. So yesterday, 2 p.m., there was a garbage truck driving through downtown, and it got sucked up by a sinkhole.
The whole thing? Or
It was just like the corner of the truck.
could you imagine just driving down the road, fucking sink, and you're like, oh well, okay, fuck.
Yeah, it'd be kind of terrifying. At least it's not like a Florida sinkhole where instead of like just taking the truck, it like takes the truck and then like the entire
was gonna
fucking
say the
garbage like processing plant.
Did you see the giant sinkhole that it, like was in Japan a couple of years ago? It took like a full cul-de-sac out.
I didn't see that one. Did you see the one that like opened up underneath the Corvette Museum?
Oh yeah, I saw pictures of the aftermath.
That was really depressing.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a huge fan of Corvettes, still bummer, you know. All right,
Yeah.
so moving on. Let's see here. So did you know Donald Trump is potentially using a easily hackable old phone? He's using a Samsung Galaxy S3. Still, to his first personal tweets is everything is on a Samsung Galaxy S3. When I was in high school before the S3s came out, I could hack a phone via Bluetooth and make their music play in the middle of class. You know how easy it's going to be to fucking do something with that phone?
Wasn't there some issue with some lady and her private email that was really hackable? I swear it kind of fucked up some election. I don't know. Anyway,
If anything, he's just going to get caught doing something he's not supposed to do.
well, if anything, I mean the phone will just crash and burn before anybody
I was
has a
gonna
chance
say.
to actually look into it.
Those phones went end of life so long ago. I'm surprised it's still working.
Yeah, my I was usually nice to phones, and my S3 did not survive
I've never
very
had
long.
an S3. I went straight from the Samsung Galaxy S
Yeah.
to the S4.
I had an S2, an S3.
Murray found another one of your socks.
I swear to
Murray,
God, my cat's just
Come here.
digging them out of my bedroom and then bringing them out for the dog.
Those are no-nos. Those are no-nos. You stop that.
All right.
Sock number 2 on the table.
Well, I'm glad my socks are on the dining room table now. That's what I'm bringing to the table, you guys. It's empty bottles of alcohol and socks. All right.
All right, so another thing about Donald Trump. Here on this podcast, we're not trying to talk a lot about politics or anything like that. Personal opinions are, in fact, welcomed here, but we're not trying to bash anybody or anything like that. But I will say that some of Donald Trump's companies, not Donald Trump's campaign or anything like that themselves, but some of his companies have, purchased a shit ton of domain names that all have to do with Donald Trump being bad, like including DonaldTrumpFraud.org.
Yeah, there's some really incriminating ones on that list.
Basically, anything that can be used against him, they have purchased.
Did they have like bad hair Cheeto on there too?
Cheeto Hitler.
Have
my
you seen?
favorite nickname.
There's a meme out there of it's a food version of all the presidents.
And it's cracker,
And it's- yeah.
cracker, or Oreo
Cheeto. Yes. I love it.
That's pretty fucking great. What else you got for us, Casey?
So the garbage truck was the last thing for me.
Okay, so
I've
I've got 2 more things
Yep.
on my list that I think people need to hear.
Speaking of Donald Trump's company,
Actually, this one has nothing to do with that. So there's this guy in Tacoma
okay,
who makes a Craigslist ad and says something along the lines of, "We'll trade weed for EBT cards."
so hopefully it doesn't end up like Tusk.
Martin Allen Dorr, 28, of Tacoma, and is now in Pierce County Jail after police arrested him on Groundhog's Day in a sting.
Hopefully that
Dorr-
doesn't happen often.
Dorr published an ad on Craigslist, flagged by DSHS actually, soliciting EBT cards, electronic benefit transfer cards, also known as Quest cards, in exchange for Great Organic Sativa Hybrid Cannabis. Well, obviously, you can't sell weed without a license, and you can't really post about it on Craigslist, especially saying something along the lines of, "Give me EBT."
I mean, did they kind of arrest him for the munchies though?
He's like, "I'm really hungry, and I just want some
And you
fucking
can
Cheetos."
buy some really shitty food with EBT nowadays. Like you can actually go out and get energy drinks and
Well,
like
here's the
bags
thing.
of chips and stuff.
Apparently, Dorr, I think I'm pronouncing it right, it's DORR.
We'll go with Dorr.
Dorr.
All right.
He was he applied for EBT, and he was getting, that's how he ate, was
Yeah.
through EBT cards, and he had ran out, and that's why he was doing that, because he had his own grow operation, and he was out of food and out of EBT cards, basically. So his punishment, he is in jail. They are still waiting for the verdict and everything like that, but he's probably going to be disqualified from the program for life.
I'd say that's fairly reasonable.
which kind of pisses me off because it was
sad.
Well, it's very sad. The thing that pisses me off, though, is he is growing his own marijuana illegally. He's not supposed to be growing it. He doesn't have a license to do it or anything like that.
Right.
You know how much Washington taxpayers pay towards marijuana a year?
The ones that actually buy it, I assume you mean?
Yes.
A lot.
$11 million
Yeah, for now.
every year. Yeah, for now.
Well on its way to higher.
God, I got a cough. Excuse me.
I wonder why.
He's basically taken away from that.
Sounds kind of chronic.
Oh, my God.
Couldn't help myself. I'm
Holy
sorry.
shit. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I don't even know how to respond to that, man. That's something. Okay, I'm moving on to the next, and that was Bryce. And hopefully final piece of news.
Popcorn.
So, if anybody knows who Milo Yiannopoulos is, he is a British journalist, public speaker, and senior editor for Breitbart News, a far right, not white, kind of, news and opinion-based website based in the United States. He was interviewed a couple of years ago, actually might have been last year, where he was on film saying that he was defending pedophilia, and his book that was supposed to be published recently has now been canceled due to his claims defending it.
And how did he do that defense, Sam?
So basically what he said that relations between teens and grown adults can be beneficial. Then he later said on film that he wasn't talking about children, but rather someone at least 13 years or older that was sexually mature and had gone through puberty. If a 13 to 15-year-old had preferably consensual sex with a 25 to 28-year-old,
Preferably consensual.
Preferably, it could be beneficial towards both parties. Publishers, the publishing company called Threshold Books, and their spokesperson, Adam Roth, tweeted out yesterday that the book publishing was canceled. No more book for him. And found out today that Milo Yiannopoulos has resigned from Breitbart News.
Fantastic.
Yes!
Well, that is,
It's the little things.
Yeah,
Actually, that's a huge thing.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to kind of cut off the shit spewing geysers out there every once in a while.
For those who don't know who
Not that we're trying to get political.
Oh, God. Okay, there's just some things that go too far. He literally says on camera at an event, feminism is cancer.
Yeah, all right, we'll cheer for that.
Seriously.
Getting rid of him, sorry, not not agreeing with him.
We're saying that feminism is
Sorry,
not cancer.
phrasing. Gotta watch that.
Okay. Last thing, local news. Zags win over San Francisco. I think it was on Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember. Not huge into the Zags, but they won. They were remaining undefeated. 96-61 is how they won it. And now we're going to our next segment, which is called Casey's Culinary Whatever of the Week. Casey, what do you got for us?
Well, welcome to Casey's Culinary Whatever of the Week.
What is this called again?
Casey's Culinary Whatever of the Week.
Oh, okay. Casey's
All
Culinary
right,
Whatever.
sorry, did I say that too fast?
No, I think I did.
Okay.
I was just fucking with you.
It's all right. We've said it 3 times now.
Four times. Continue.
Anyway, what we've got is apparently if you put a wooden spoon across the top of a boiling pot of water with noodles in it, it will keep the pot from boiling over. The other option to that as well, this also works really well for cooking beans or whatever else, especially in pressure cookers, is add a little bit of oil to the top. And it will keep the pot from boiling over, or in a case of a pressure cooker, spewing extra crap out of the pressure release rather than just steam.
Crazy.
All right. Well, you know what has handles is wooden spoons. And you know what else has to do with handles?
Our next segment.
Our next segment, yes.
And what is that called, Casey?
That is called How Would You Handle?
We got it. Okay, so everybody knows what this is about so far. Let's listen to it. We come up with crazy scenarios and we ask each other how we'd handle it. Casey, you want to start off? Or you want me to start off?
Sometimes they're just really ridiculous scenarios.
As you will
well, I just did my spot, so
okay,
it's all you.
Casey, how would you handle being an animal that is usually hunted by another animal? I'm going to let you go on this one and say,
okay,
what animal would you be and how would you survive?
All right, so a little bit of thinking on that.
You think about that, and while you're thinking about that, I asked Bryce that earlier. Said verbatim, how would you handle being an animal that is usually hunted by another animal? And he goes, I'll be an otter.
They're hunted by seals.
No, they're fucking not.
Yes, they are.
No, seals are hunted. They hunt penguin and fish. They don't hunt otters.
The Puget Sound, there are seals that hunt and
Okay, if
kill
someone
otters.
is an expert on seals,
I am an expert.
No, you're fuck off. If someone is an expert on this, please email me at tothetablespokane@gmail.com and please let me know. Please let me know, or just shoot me a Facebook message.
Do seals hunt otters?
Do seals hunt otters? I think Casey's looking up right now.
A quick Google search of seals hunting otters doesn't really come up with anything that
Fuck
is
off, Bryce.
significant. So
Otters eat clams. They break them on their chest, and seals eat fish and penguins and fish.
I personally would
Sharks.
love to eat a seal.
Sharks, killer whales.
No, again.
There's sea
Yeah,
otters.
killer whales
There's sea
definitely
otters.
do eat sea otters.
Yeah.
That is on
sea
this.
But they're not used. That's not their primary prey. I'm saying usually hunted by another animal, like cheetahs hunt gazelle or antelope.
Do we
They
have
are
time
known
for a really
prey.
bad joke?
Yeah, by all means.
All right. So a seal is driving through the desert, and he's having a bunch of engine problems. Pulls into a garage.
Fuck is a seal driving?
It's a fucking joke, man. Pulls into a garage out in the middle of a desert.
I don't understand.
And
These
leaves-
jokes make no sense.
the joke does not have to make sense.
Doesn't make no
It'll
sense.
make great sense in a second.
Will you tell the joke?
I'm trying. So he drops the car off with the mechanic, and it's
Is the mechanic a seal too?
Actually, I'm not sure who. Maybe it's a killer whale.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's fucking Bryce. I don't know.
I'm the mechanic.
All right.
I mean,
Diesel Dan.
you've got a beard,
Beard.
Diesel Dan.
Diesel Dan. Okay, so the seal drops the
Seal drops the car off. Whatever kind of fucking car. I don't know what seals drive. It's probably like a Prius or something.
Oh God!
Save the
Save
world.
the environment.
And so he drops it off. It's the middle of the desert, super hot. So he's like, oh shit, there's an ice cream shop over here. Normally I'm in water all the time. So he goes over and gets some ice cream. Waits like half an hour, comes back, goes to the mechanic, and he's like, hey, what's going on with the car? And the mechanic looks up at him, and the fucking seal's got ice cream like all over his face because he's an animal and he just tried to eat fucking ice cream. And the mechanic just looks at him and he's like, well, it looks like a blown seal.
It's so fucking.
And that's my stupid joke of the day. Actually, my dad told me that when I was like 14.
It's such a dad joke.
I know, it is a great dad joke.
Oh
there.
my God. Okay, so back to the actual how would you handle Casey, what animal would you be that is usually hunted by another animal?
I would actually be a fish.
Okay, what do you need a specific type of fish? Are you talking clownfish? Are you talking like smallmouth bass?
I'm gonna go. I'll go with a salmon. Actually, I think a salmon is a really good fish choice.
A salmon?
A salmon. Because I personally actually like to eat them, but so do bears.
Okay. Let me give you the scenario.
All right.
It's time for you to jump upstream
Okay.
where the bears usually get you.
All right.
Give me your tactic of how to stay alive.
My fucking tactic. All right. My tactic's gonna be really
Serpentine pattern.
really stealthy salmoniness. But to be honest,
Stealthy salmon.
I know I'm just gonna try to not be an asthmatic salmon like I probably would be, and like be at the back of the pack when all of the salmon.
Wait for the bears to get full, and then you would go.
Well, no, because I feel like they would still like. They're fucking bears, man.
Bears don't
They just
get
keep
full.
eating. So what you want to do is you actually want to swim upstream with the largest crowd of other salmon, because it's a game of numbers at that point. So you're swimming.
rat race for salmon.
Yeah, and so you're swimming. You got a bunch of other salmon. They're possibly going to be grabbed other than you. So your percentages are better. Because if you're at the very beginning, the salmon are.
So you're in like a guess and don't check situation.
To some extent, yeah. Also lots of hiding under rocks.
Fiona, the cat's playing with the plug-in.
Yeah, lots of hiding under rocks, and then the other option would be just sticking in the back and like waiting until nighttime when the fucking bears are just tired of eating and need to take a nap.
But don't you think at that point in time all the females would get swooned?
Well, okay, you said survival. You said nothing about reproduction. There's
Okay,
a big
fair enough,
difference.
fair enough,
Because
okay.
in all honesty, like I could just decide to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be like the asexual salmon here, and just say fuck it, and I'm
The
not
world's
even.
first asexual salmon.
I'm not even gonna go upstream.
guys
My
go
ass
ahead,
is just
go.
gonna stay safe back here at the beginning. I'm gonna wait for all my like friends' children to swim back down.
That's creepy. Milo.
I'm just trying to be their friends.
Okay, so you
That did not sound any better.
super duper creepy. Holy shit. Okay, so
Can we cut that out?
You'd be a salmon, and you would stay behind. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
that's how you would survive the whole bear thing. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet.
I would be a mouse, and just kind of treat it like Tom and Jerry. Did you know? Jerry never got
gotcha.
eaten. Jerry
True.
never once was eaten.
But you do realize that there's actually I think it's a virus or some type of organism in cat excrement.
Shit.
Yeah, cat shit. We're very familiar with that. Thank you, Fiona. That actually gets into the brain of mice and makes them not fear cats. So that they will literally be so fearless of them that they'll just walk up and the cat just fucking gobbles them up.
Damn.
That's actually one of the reasons that pregnant women are not supposed to clean litter boxes. It's very common in younger cats, I think, like 1 to 2
Why-
years old.
Why would
Cats that are 1 to 2 years old.
Why would pregnant women not be able to?
Because they're super susceptible to the
I'm pretty sure-
infection. Because it can it
the
burrows into their
infection.
brain.
I
Yeah.
got you.
And they would just walk up to cats.
And they can pass it along to
And pet
babies,
them.
and it causes apparently
like I already do that.
depression in humans.
The pregnantism.
The depregnatism. That's
That's just
doesn't
another word for
sound
an
good.
abortion.
Oh God. Cat shit related abortion. All right.
Oh my god. Okay, Casey, what is your how would you handle for me?
On a slightly more appropriate note, how would you handle
Yes.
Samuel?
Me.
How would you handle being kidnapped in Thailand
Ooh.
for a ransom?
What's the ransom?
That's not important.
No, chill, seriously, give me a number.
I mean, if you're trying to put we're gonna say $5 million.
I'm fucked. No one I know says
Well,
$5 million
I'm not
even
worried.
combined.
No, the question is how you handle it. Like, how would you
As
handle?
soon as I heard $5 million, I'd be like, just kill me. Get it over with. I'm not leaving ever. Nobody I know has $5 million even combined.
There's insurance for that.
No, there's not.
Well, rich people actually have ransom insurance.
Again,
It's a thing.
I don't know how to have any rich friends. I don't have any, Bryce over here.
Your parents
fucking
love
dumb
you a
monkey.
lot.
I'm dead.
They don't have $5 million.
You don't even
Okay,
You don't even try to like outsmart somebody and escape.
I would. Okay, let's see here. I would try to escape. I think. I think I would, because at that point in time, because I'm not the give up and lay down type of person. Because if I heard $5 million, excuse me, I knew that the ransom would never come.
So you would not be the mentally defective salmon that didn't swim upstream.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I would, because I knew either I fought and had a chance of getting out, or died, or I just sat there and got killed anyway because they didn't get the ransom to them in time or whatever. So I would try my hardest to get out. I would try, first things first, find a weapon. That's my whatever I can find, whether it's a fucking knife, chopstick, door handle, or whatever. As long as
Well, it
it's
is
not a lady
Thailand.
boy.
There's probably some chopsticks in there.
I was gonna say, as long as it's not a lady boy.
I don't think that's a weapon in Thailand.
Is it not?
Maybe it's a nickname for a weapon.
What's the really fast Gatling gun that says it has the word boy in it?
Tommy gun.
I'm thinking Tommy Boy.
Hey, at least I got it.
That's perfect. That's what I would do. I would try my damnedest to get out of there and find a weapon, and then authorities or some kind of public place where I can scream. They probably wouldn't understand what I was saying if I yelled 911 or emergency or police or.
No, probably none of those things. Actually.
I would try to find the public. That would be my next thing. What would you do, Mr. Stay Behind Salmon? Would you just curl up in a ball? Oh God, that scared the shit out of me.
You know, it really depends on the situation. For $5 million, though, I would. I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried about it. I feel like between the two fathers I've got, there would be some like serious fucking haggling going
Well, if your
on.
dad just sold all of his rugs,
Yeah, my dad is fucking rug dealing.
it's not like drug dealing. It's,
It's
actually
a
rug
long
dealing.
story. He has a rug dealer. Well, actually,
Does he have a rug problem?
He had a rug dealer.
He has a rug problem.
He's addicted to rugs. At least he can hang that shit on the wall and sell them afterwards
Dad?
instead of just like snorting things up.
Dad, I think you have a rug problem. I can quit anytime I want. There's like wraps himself in rugs and falls down.
Dad, can you sell your rugs to put me through school?
So you think that the $5 million would be ransomed?
Yeah.
You have enough people that would get the $5 million
they
to
wouldn't
them.
actually do that. No, both. So both of my dads are my stepdad and my real dad are pretty cheap, but they're both relatively good at least like talking people down. So it'd probably be like 1.2 by the time I actually got transferred over.
So you're telling me your dads are so good at talking people down, they would haggle with terrorists about your life?
Yeah. I'd keep fucking telling myself that. I mean, dude, they're terrorists. Like, do you think they actually think they're going to get $5 million?
I'm not worth $5 million. Why would they like kidnap like Ivanka Trump or something like that? Why would they go for two fuckheads from Spokane?
Why would you kidnap
people
somebody
must be
that smelled that bad?
Me? Do I stink?
No, Ivanka Trump.
Does she stink?
I don't know. Something about her. I just feel like if I got too close, I'd be like, oh God, what's burning my nose?
What do you think she would smell like?
Have you ever been on a tuna fishing boat?
Oh, you think it'd be? Oh God, I was thinking she'd smell like BO or something like that, just like Chinese food or onions or
Well, the fish are rotting.
paprika.
All the above.
Paprika Trump.
Oh, he doesn't talk about that one.
God,
He just pays that one off every month. Keeps him quiet.
that's right, Paprika. You're not part of the Trump family. Here's a check.
Either way, though, I would, even if they did talk me down a little bit, or talk the kidnappers down, I feel like I'd still have to kind of fight my way out a little bit. Like, you got to at least let the kidnappers know that you're feisty. Because then they're just going to try to, like, fuck with you the entire time. If you're a little bitch about it, they're going to, like,
I feel you.
I don't know.
I understand I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next segment, which is called Favorite Something, which
Favorite
each week.
something.
Each week we come up with a category that is their favorite something with inside that category. This week is
Cars, but old school cars.
old school cars. Casey, what's your favorite old school car?
All right, so I'm going to have to go with the 1966 Pontiac GTO.
What color?
It's going to be a dark purple.
Ooh.
That would be that's
Would it be
my
a,
fucking
would
car
it be
right
a
there.
deep purple?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty deep purple.
Bum, 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 bum. If anybody's wondering, the band that wrote Smoke in the Water is called Deep Purple.
Thank you for that, Samuel.
Anytime.
So I believe I actually could not find a 0 to 60 on this, but the standard horsepower rating for the highest horsepower model of the car in 1967, I know it's going to be all over the fucking place, was 360 horsepower,
Oh,
which
damn.
which is actually quite a bit,
You're the top mine,
except
yeah.
for the fact that my current car has like 215 horsepower, and it weighs like 1/4 of the fucking...
How heavy is the Pontiac?
Also a good question. Oh, wait, actually. Oh, here we go. 15.4 seconds to 100 miles per hour.
My
And
car didn't even have a 0 to 60.
0 to 60 is in 6.8 seconds.
Damn, you're beating me.
Yeah, I know. It's not bad.
What's the top speed?
I don't see it.
What about weight?
I'm sorry, I failed.
It's all good. Are you using the same website?
Yeah, I'm on the same website, and it's just not...
Oh, maybe it's not listed.
Apparently, it's not listed.
How much does it cost?
Nowadays?
Yes.
A pretty
No.
base...
Oh, no. Excuse me. When it first came out,
Oh, God.
1967. It should have it on there. If not, then whatever.
$4,500.
Really? Okay. Okay. So my favorite car is a 1969 Jaguar XKE E-Type. Not convertible. I don't like the convertible ones.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You went foreign.
Yeah.
But
dude.
I
It's a
I do love-
1969 Jag.
I do love the Jags,
E-Type.
but I
Fucking
also
imagine just dark evergreen with two white straping racing stripes down the center of it. Fucking sexy. The XKE E-Type was only in production from 1969 to 1971. When it first came out, it was anywhere from $5,500 to $5,900. The weight, 2,900 pounds. And 0 to 60 was in 7.2 years. It was 6.4 seconds.
6.8.
6.8. So mine was 7.2. So it was a whole 0.4 seconds slower. Top speed was only 138 miles per hour with 200.
Only 138 miles per hour?
What was your? You didn't have a top speed.
Actually,
yet.
okay. So now that we looked into it, I just found it's 121 miles per hour.
Oh, so I got.
But it was 3,500 pounds.
That's why you
Yeah.
got an extra 600 pounds on.
Yeah, it's a fucking flying brick.
Jesus Christ. What was your brake horsepower?
350.
I got 246.
Yeah.
Does yours list how many was made in for production?
What year? See, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The preferred year, as there are 3 different versions.
1966, I think, is the one.
So there's 3 different body versions in 66.
Which one was the most popular? Which one sold the most?
The hard top, it was 73,000.
70. Oh wow! So there's a lot of them made.
Yeah.
So in 1969, when the XKE was made, only 5,700 were sold.
But again, yeah, that was the British versus American GTO.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, one of the main reasons that I absolutely love this car, I just have to throw that out there, is the fact that the first vehicle my father ever completely destroyed, which is one of the few things that I hold close to myself, or dear to myself, because I have a habit of destroying things too, was a 1966 Pontiac GTO.
Wow.
Yeah,
Same color?
Same color. He was doing something around the top speed. Right
Shit!
off of a country gravel road into a field and into
Just
a
wrecked
tree.
it. Oh Jesus Christ!
The tree did not survive.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. Okay.
Also, fun fact: when this car was built, gas was 32 cents a gallon. The end.
I think mine said 29 cents. This was also
Yeah,
in.
well, this was
in
66.
Europe,
So yeah, you were.
We're coming to an end right now. We told you at the beginning we were going to tell you our feelings on tequila. Casey, do you like tequila?
Do we like tequila? Well, personally, I love tequila.
Oh God.
The problem is
Barbaric.
tequila does not love me.
Do you get sick?
No.
What?
No.
Does the same thing happen to you that happens to me?
I get crazy. Handsy.
Handsy is that's me.
Handsy is an understatement.
I get touchy feely.
I woke up once with bite marks on my face.
Were they human or dog?
They were definitely human.
Jesus.
Luckily, they weren't mine. Because I mean,
Bite your own fucking face.
I don't know if you've ever drank a lot of tequila before, but it wouldn't be terribly shocking if it was you. But you can't actually do that.
How do you?
Anyway, no, you know who you are.
Fucking A, man. I was gonna say someone's gonna be listening and be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I bit Casey on the face."
Oh God, no, she won't forget that.
Oh,
I had to take like a week off work.
Okay, I don't like tequila. I don't like the taste. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And I get touchy-feely, lovey-dovey, give you a squeeze and don't let go when I drink tequila. Hence the reason why I don't drink tequila anymore. So from the end to the beginning, no, we do not like tequila.
Yeah, we really, in the end, don't like tequila.
Oh, God. All right. If you guys feel like following us on Facebook, liking us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube, watching us on Snapchat, they are all the same thing. It's at To The Table Spokane. If you guys would like to contact us with anything that you would like to do or talk about, like give us a how would you handle, give Casey a culinary whatever of the week, news segments, anything like that, please email us. Our email is tothetablespokane@gmail.com. Again, that is
Spokane
at gmail.com. Anything else, Case?
No, that's about all I've got.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We will see you next
See you next time.
That's what it is. See you next time. Bye-bye.